Ronaldo coming out to say he's tired of this comparison.
Yeah.
If you like me, you don't need to hate Messi.
Yeah.
If you like Messi, you don't need to hate me. I think it's becoming tiring. Everybody, coming for each other and standing because of their standship or whatever it is that they call it. They keep going at the two of them, not forgetting that they've really done well for football, and it's time that we just respect them for what they have achieved. It's European qualifiers going on. Morata with the hat trick.
Yeah.
Finally,
the skipper of the side.
Finally, is beginning to show the kind of class he has. I mean, the kind of trauma that guy has gone through. He deserves all the accolade. There's a particular Yassin Lamar who is just 16 and 16 years. Yamal, 16 and some few days. Who is doing well for the Spanish national team? And this Victor Osimhen, Pierre Scaravella, we could not do anything against.
We saw that
against Spain yesterday. Despite huffing and puffing, he couldn't do anything. But in any case, we're always here to break it down. It's always a great day to break it down for Lagos City.
Okay, that's the voice of Mayowa. Lagos City, we are good to go. Don't forget, on the show, just like the name implies, Soccer Scoreboard Show, we'll talk just the prediction on the game. On the show today will just be one. Sao Tomé and Principe came away from home against the Super Eagles of Nigeria right there in Godswill Akpabio Stadium. Let me complete it well. Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. You must put international because the stadium looks very nice.
Well,
it looks so fine. I want to keep seeing our stadiums look this way. It looks very nice. It doesn't look like a Nigerian stadium.
Well, I would have said something about the name of the stadium, but I don't want to go down route. But in any case, to be honest with you, they've done well with the stadium. We would want our national team to play on a standard stadium, and I just hope after this match, they are able to maintain that stadium. It doesn't make any sense that it's when we have international matches that people start running around to try and put the stadium in place.
we need to be standby.
And one of the things I would have suggested is, since there are a whole lot of clubs in Nigeria, I think all these stadiums should be given to the clubs in as much as if they play their own games in this stadium,
they take care of the stadium as well.
They want to take care of the stadium and just so that, and the club will be taxed. There will be a particular amount of their revenue that goes into upkeep of the stadium rather than abandoning it and locking it up. Unless they want to do political rally or whatever it is, that's when they open the stadium. That's what is making the stadium, get dilapidated, and we don't want that. But so in any case, it's always good to see Nigeria play again. Okay,
so let's talk now. Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk receives extra game ban and fined £100,000 over his conduct after a red card at Newcastle. Van Dijk admitted to acting in an improper manner and of using abusive and insultive words towards the match official. Virgil van Dijk has served an initial one-match ban in win over Aston Villa, but he's now suspended for game against Wolverhampton. Bad blow for Liverpool.
Yeah, see, as professional, you should conduct yourself very well. However, my question is this. It seems the FA is cracking down a whole lot on people in the EPL.
Right, okay.
As managers, there are things you can do. For you demonstrating too much about a particular decision, you get yellow carded. If you throw your water,
you don't sound like you like it.
See, the thing is, they are beginning to monitor the emotions, and the emotion is what makes football what it is. You can't control people. Obviously, we don't expect people to go and be using abusive words or punching the referee or assaulting the referee. Not that, but if you begin to tame the emotions, you take the realness away in football. As coaches, you can't even contest decisions. If you do that, they will yellow card you and the rest of that. In as much as there's a need for them to put some form of control. I think the control should not be too much. However, Van Dijk should know better.
But he is a leader. He shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a professional, and you should know that every of your action has a detrimental effect on your team. For that reason alone, he should have coordinated himself very well. Losing Van Dijk for another game would be a big blow for Liverpool, to be honest with you. However, I think they've proven 2 times this season that even with one man down, they can still win games.
But they play good football.
No, to be honest with you, I think Liverpool Klopp is getting it right this season. To be honest with you, I think that Nunes is beginning to justify the amount that was used that was spent on him. Is beginning to justify it.
Okay, so I'm going to let you know about what Anthony said, but let's talk about Man United winger Anthony facing further allegation of assault made by a woman in an interview with Brazilian TV channel. Rachel de Freitas claimed she acquired hospital treatment after being assaulted by Anthony and a woman in May 2022. De Freitas reported alleged incident by Anthony to Sao Paulo Civic Police. Another woman, Ingrid Lana, has said in an interview that she was pressured by Anthony to have sex while in England last year. Anthony dropped by Brazil earlier this week following an initial allegation made by former girlfriend Gabriela Cavalin. And that's for Anthony. What's your take on Anthony?
But my question is, what's the problem with Manchester United?
What's the problem with your left side?
No.
Your left player from the right side.
What's the problem with Manchester United? There's a case of Greenwood who was accused of battering someone. This is another revelation again. The former legend of Manchester United, Graham Giggs, was also accused of, battering his girlfriend, and that was how he lost his job as the Welsh national team coach. To be honest with you, I think Anthony should be called to order. If he had committed the crime, he should face the music. My problem is this. I hope the girls coming out to accuse him, I hope they are accusing him rightly, not like the case of Benjamin Mendy. After almost 2 years of ruining his career, ended up not being guilty, and that's probably the end of his career. So I just hope that the ladies accusing Anthony, they are accusing rightly. If the investigation is being carried out and Anthony is found guilty, he should be made to face the music. I mean, there is no place for you to assault any woman. There is no place for you. There's no place for spousal rape. I mean, it's very wrong.
Yeah.
Rape is rape, whether it's your girlfriend or your wife, or whatever it is. A no is no, and these are the things we should begin to teach young players. I mean, even though you have all the money or whatever it is, you cannot because of the kind of money you have or the kind of influence you have your way with someone who is not willing to let themselves go for you. So I mean, if the investigation is carried out properly and Anthony is found guilty, he should be made to face the music, to be honest with you.
So, but do you really feel Anthony can do stuff like that? If you just to say, I know you're not from the court, I know you're not Brazilian, but tell me, do you really think Anthony can do stuff like that? I
mean, for two women to come out and accuse him, probably there might be
someone on the show yesterday called and said, "Where are these ladies when Anthony was at Ajax?"
Yeah, that's and that's why I said I hope they are not accusing him falsely. You understand? There have been cases where ladies will come out and accuse someone falsely, and that will be the end of the person's career. A typical example, which is very clear to everybody, was the case of Benjamin Mendy. After the whole investigation, he was let go, and nothing was done to those people that accused him falsely. I hope the accusations are not false. If it's not false, then Anthony should be made to face the music. However, if it is false, the ladies in question should be made to face the music too, because they are tarnishing the guy's
We
image.
know all of this. The last one that happened about Benjamin Mendy, have you heard anything about this lady or the lady in question who did that? Have you heard anything?
No, I think the thing is this. So for me, my view on this will be, if you accuse me wrongly and it's ended up being proven that it's a false allegation, I'm going to initiate a civil lawsuit against you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that you must pay the cost of the legal fees involved. You'll be made to pay, and you'll be required to compensate me for damages you have caused to my image. To be honest with you, I think that's what should be done.
Okay. Okay, so welcome back. Maya, let's talk about this one quickly now. Saudi Pro League side spent so much money this season. I think it's about $900 million more than the Premier League. I want to ask you this question. You explained to me in short form. Is there any possibility? Is there any tendency? Do you see it ever happening that the Saudi Pro side will be better than the Premier League? Is it ever possible?
Yeah, why not? I mean, see, the thing is it's not going to happen overnight.
Okay.
But I mean, I think they are in the right direction. However, my concern.
Oh, they're in the right direction, right?
Yeah, but my concern is this. I hope they will not do that at the expense of their own locally grown talent. Because I mean, if you look at some top teams in the Saudi Pro League, you will discover that 8-9 of them, they are from outside Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Meaning that it gives little or no room for the local talent to grow. Yes, it might take, if they continue in this trajectory, maybe in the next 3-4 years they might be competing with the EPL. And also there's a need for them to do more in terms of their branding and in terms of their outreach, so that people will be able to, so that it will come to a whole lot of people consciousness about what the league is trying to do. But in the next 3-4 years, if they continue in this trajectory, they will be competing with EPL. Hence the reason why you have a whole lot of pundits in England always angry when anytime Saudi is in the news.
Yeah. So let's move now. Aston Villa confirmed Felipe Coutinho has joined Qatari side Al Dahil on loan until the end of the season. Ipswich also signed for the championship news, also signed Man United defender Axel Tuzenbe as a free agent on loan, and that's for 1 year. Also, there's a man doing so well in the championship. His name is Leicester City man Enzo Maresca, the Pep Guardiola young man, named championship manager of the month for August after winning all 4 matches last month.
Well, I won't be surprised if Leicester City comes back up.
I see them coming back already.
I was able to catch their game before the international break, and I was impressed about how he sets up in terms of playing. If you look at how he sets up, it's another Guardiola in the making.
Yeah, true.
It's already replicating.
I mean, this one shows they've landed the job a little bit.
No, I mean, see, look at everybody that passed through Guardiola.
Yeah.
There is a particular Xavi Alonso in Bayern Leverkusen. There's a particular Arteta in Arsenal. There is a Vincent Kompany in Burnley, even though they are struggling, but if you look at how they play,
I mean, they play well.
You will know that this person has passed through, Guardiola,
coach,
and this particular coach for Leicester City now is replicating the same thing. Before you know, Guardiola will have a lot of disciples.
Exactly, we'll see what Pep has brought to the table. Now, talk about the Spanish FA role. Spanish prosecutor files complaint against Spanish FA President Luis Rubiales for sexual assault and concussion. This one sounds very, very bad. Jenny Hermoso filed complaint with prosecutor office on Wednesday over unsolicited case by Luis Rubiales. Spanish forward Hermoso case on leaves by Rubiales, who has been suspended for 90 days for behavior after World Cup final. Spanish prosecutor opened a preliminary investigation on August 29 after Hermoso said the case was not consensual. Rubiales could face criminal charges as consequence of complying, but for the CCO denied allegation against him. Mayowa, we are still on this Rubiales talk. What's your take on this again?
But the thing is, what's there to deny? I mean, it was broadcast live. We saw it.
He's not. I don't really think he's denying if it didn't happen. I think he's denying. He's trying to make us. He's trying to say, like you rightly said, this was a sport of the moment. This was not.
There is no.
Wait. No. Now they are now saying. Now we now hear. He is like a force. Bring your head up. How to push the head and kiss her.
No. I mean, see, there's no spur of the moment there. If that's the case, then I can start walking on the street of Lagos and start hitting somebody in their private parts and saying the spur of the moment. There's no justification for it.
No,
there's no justification.
What about the part that was a celebration ongoing at that point?
Whether there's a celebration or not, that doesn't give you the right to touch people without their consent. I mean, consent is very key. I mean, what happens to shaking the lady?
So
what happens to opening your hands and opening your hands to for a hug? If the lady obliges you hug the lady. Why would you have to kiss the lady? Why?
Okay, so you feel yes, Rubiales is wrong. What is bad is bad, right?
Yeah.
But my question is, what about Jenny Hermoso? When Rubiales tried doing it, was she caught off guard?
No, I mean, see,
was it in the seconds that just happened, or she wasn't expecting it? Because we saw a video clip that says. I watched it on the phone. I think was it on social media? Was posted right where there's a bear, so they're all happy, jubilating, like you kiss the president. It was like a thing of joy, and she was happy about it at that point. No matter what, let's get it right. See, now you don't want to think about it that some persons on the other side are trying to bring this man down.
No, I don't think so because she didn't react at that particular time, and this is one of the reasons why I always have issues with people saying. When they raped you or when they touched you inappropriately, why did you make a case immediately? Sometimes it takes a whole lot of time. It takes some time for people to realize the kind of trauma they've gone through, and for them it takes a whole lot of time for people to have the courage to speak up. To be honest with you, at that particular time, she might not want to ruin the celebration at that particular time. But however, the touch by the FA president was not consensual, and there was no reason for him to do that. He even made matters worse. Instead of him to apologize, and try to, get that behind him. Do you understand? Or probably maybe resign for the inappropriate action. He kept on insisting that he was right. I used to kiss my daughter in the mouth and just don't make it. It's your daughter. Emoso is not your daughter. I mean, they are two different things. There is no justification for it, to be honest with you. And if Emoso wants to press criminal charges against him, she's within her right to do that. The touch was not consensual. And this goes all out to men out there that hold power. Please, consent is key. Don't assume consent. Do you understand? Because people might be afraid of you and don't want to see anything because of the kind of power you hold. However, please, for your own sake and for your own career, because this has happened over and over again. Yeah. We've seen powerful men brought down because of just touching somebody in a problem.
Stuff that looks very
and that was it. So please, for your own sake, for the sake of your family, for the sake of your career, please, consent is very key. Let the consent be verbalized. So that somebody will not come back. No, it's the truth.
No, I get it right.
Come back and haunt you later. And this is what we have.
Exactly what's going on now.
Is within our right to press any charges, and Rubiales should get a good lawyer to fight the charges.
Okay, so let's talk about the Euro 24 qualifying Group A game. Cyprus lost to Scotland 3-0 yesterday. Scott McTominay's side got the win. Scotland maintained 100% record and edged closer to qualification for Euro 2024 finals with their 5th win. McTominay opened scoring early on with his 6th goal of qualifying campaign. Pochers and McGinn also complete scoring in the first half as Scotland moved 9 points clear at top of the group. McTominay, it comes to talk about him. He doesn't get playing time for Manchester United, and I saw a post, a friend of mine posted and said he would have been a better striker, a better converting striker to play that role than signing was Vegas. How does this happen? Rob Page sees him stay on the bench at United, but brings him back to the Scotland side. He gets to start and he's doing well. His goals are amazing for the Scottish side.
Well, my question is this: the same thing that is happening to Maguire is happening to Scott McTominay.
Yeah, he comes home and
they go to England. Maguire goes to England
and plays so well,
and is one of the best defenders.
Yeah,
comes to Manchester United, and we pray, please don't put this guy. McTominay is surplus to requirement in Manchester United, but he's doing the job in Scotland. My question is this: is Ten Hag really doing well in using these guys? Because I don't think, in as much as I feel McTominay and Maguire should not be wearing Manchester United jersey, I would expect them to be. I would expect Manchester United to have much more quality than they have. However, these are the kind of players we have. If their respective national team coaches are able to use them, utilize them properly, and they are delivering, then Ten Hag should be able to tweak them for them to be able to deliver for Manchester United.
Now, when you say McTominay has not lived up to expectation, like you said, all his time at Manchester United, we know the story about being a forward early when Ferguson got him, but we know all of this. Do you think this Scottish international player has gotten the start, like enough opportunity that he's not proven?
Well,
he has always played second field, as far as I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he has always played second field. But my question is this: why does he perform in his national team and not in Manchester United? And this has been a current issue. Do you understand? He goes to Scotland, gets the goals, play very well, and when it comes to Manchester United, you'll be struggling to look for McTominay. Do you understand? So I think for me, if the coaches, and I'm speaking for Maguire and McTominay now, I think the coach of Manchester United should sit down and watch the England games and the one of Scotland and see how these coaches,
so they can know where to fix them.
Yeah, to know where to fix them, because it doesn't make any sense. The same guy that will not perform in Manchester United will go to their
club
country
side and do well
and do well in their country. So there is something.
So what do you feel could be the cause?
I think for me, I think probably maybe Ten Hag has not been able to get to them psychologically, and that's the reason why they are not playing for the team. If you look at how McTominay and Maguire usually play for Manchester United, it seems they've lost confidence, and there's a need for them to be able to.
And maybe the club don't believe in them.
I don't think. I think it's more.
That's a belief when the manager has gotten a player.
True.
If you have a belief in the player, he wants to prove you right.
True.
Regardless of not having the time to. That's what's going on with Kai Havertz.
True.
The manager believes that Kai can actually get to be in this team. You have to play. You keep playing.
True.
And that's the belief. But Scott, he looks at the bench and he feels like, come on, I don't need to get Scott Mac. Come on. But let's let that go. Now talk about Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate confirms he has a full squad available for Euro 2024 qualifier against Ukraine in Wrocław, and that's in Poland. Southgate says reaction to Jordan Henderson move to Saudi Pro League side will have no bearing on his team selection. Let me get a quote Englishman talk about Southgate. He said, I don't pick team based on external reaction. He's a very experienced professional and mature at handling any situation. He's trained really well in this week. The whole group has he said the whole group has, and everyone is available, which is good for us. Henderson.
Saudi Arabia. If you look at the assembly of stars in Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia is not a J League anymore. Saudi Arabia is not a J League anymore.
True.
It's beginning to come a B League. Obviously, we put EPL. Syria and just.
But we know we see managers do that before. Once England do that a lot.
No, but I don't think so. There's a Ronaldo who is doing well in Saudi Arabia.
I know about the national team of England, the Three Lions. When Owen Hargreaves. He was away
in Germany.
A whole lot of talk. Come back home. Not until he came back home, he started getting a real start. Now, what's his name again? Michael Owen. Okay, he left as a legend and he returned back. Now, McManaman. Whenever you're out,
Steve McManaman, yes.
Whenever you're out, there's every tendency they keep calling you, come back home. I think it's just Jude Bellingham that's breaking the barriers for me now.
True.
They feel like, come back home. If you're not home, you can't play. You must be home based. Now Henderson has made a move to Artifact.
No, but I think it's an
so nothing
issue.
is missing.
No, but I think that case is an issue of an era, and that era has gone.
Okay, gone.
Yeah, where you have coaches say you have to come back to England and play because they believe that English league is the best. However, over the years, it has proven that that's not the case. Apart from Manchester City that won the Champions League the last season, and last season that the English club did well. I mean, over 3-4 seasons, they've not been doing well in European competition. So it shows that other leagues are beginning to catch up. For me, Jordan Henderson is still performing at the highest of the highest. I mean, if you look at the teams in Saudi Pro League, they have assembled stars from outside Saudi to play in that particular league. So it's more like a second European league. To be honest with you, so I mean, calling Jordan Henderson, I don't think he has missed.
I think there's something about Southgate. He does not want to lose those guys with the leadership mentality.
Yeah, I mean, see,
he doesn't joke with it at all.
The thing is, Henderson can only give maybe 2-3 more years. Henderson is already 34 already. Probably maybe you get 2-3 more years out of him. This is the kind of experience you need in the team for him to be able to inculcate that in the younger ones that will take over, because definitely in the next 2-3 years you will see another England face coming up, because I mean they are beginning to infuse the younger generation into that particular team as the old guys begin to go, and these are the kind of people that you want to watch play and see, and for you to be able to learn one or two things, for you to be able to play the same way they've played when those people finally retire. So I mean it's a good one, including Henderson in that particular team.
Okay, now 16-year-old Yamal Lamine becomes Spanish youngest ever senior international to score after coming off the bench against Georgia. 7-1 it ended. Danny Olmo, Williams, and also an own goal from Vikelia. A complete second group win for Spain. As we talk now, Spain moves to, the win moves Spain up to the second in the Group A, 9 points adrift leader Scotland with 2 games in hand. Lamine Yamal, this guy is just 16. I'm going to talk about this record, but let's talk about this prolific international, wonderful winger. He is the reason why we don't run and sing the song of Ousmane Dembele. Dembele has left for Paris Saint-Germain. True. There's also Rafinha, who sits on the bench now for this young guy.
I mean, Rafinha has been a flop, so he should sit on the bench and learn from the 16-year-old.
But Mayowa, what about this guy? He got a start and he just bumped it up. He's just 16. He's just 16. He has broken Gavi's record. Gavi broke Ansu Fati's record. And this guy is 16 years. Look at the way he plays in the La Liga Santander. He plays like he's been in the league before. How do we see potential players who, can we still see young boys who can be like Lamine Yamal? Yeah,
there is, and that's the reason why the academy needs to, that's the reason why you need to invest more in the academy. Yeah. And one of the reasons why I'm knocking Manchester United in the head. Sorry, I'm going to Manchester United. I mean, one of the things Ronaldo spoke about is the kind of academy that we have, the kind of structure that we have behind the scene, which is not properly in place. If you look at the Barcelona academy, they continue to produce, young stars that continue to step in. There's a particular Messi who all of us is talking about now, came from that particular academy. This particular Lamar guy is from the academy too. These are people that they've groomed and they've known the Barcelona culture, from a very young age, and they are beginning to replicate it. Imagine how can a 16-year-old be benching a 25-year-old? And look at his performance yesterday when he came off the bench. Yeah. Look at, because I was able to watch.
I love the mentality.
Look at the performance. I mean, a 16-year-old going at people who are way older than him, and he's not scared. Yeah. He's not scared. It shows the kind of confidence that has been instilled in that particular boy. And to be honest with you, I just pray that, obviously, the injuries involved in football and just, I pray he doesn't get crazy injuries or whatever it is. These are people that will be hearing their name 10-15 years to come from now, to be honest with you.
Okay, so for Croatia against Latvia was 5-0. Let's go away from that half time. Turkey 1-1 with Armenia. Okay, for the Europe, talk about the Group J. Bosnia-Herzegovina 2-1 to Liechtenstein. And also moving on. Iowa is no longer talked about Roberto Mancini. Saudi Arabia suffered 3-1 defeat to Costa Rica in new head coach Roberto Mancini's first game in charge. Any pressure?
Well, Roberto Mancini had to wait.
But did you see the way he took that job?
Yes, he should take it now.
He rushed.
There's money in Saudi Arabia. but the thing is this: Roberto Mancini waited to the last kick of the game before he won his first EPL.
yeah, true.
So I mean, to be honest with you, I think we cannot rate him because of one game.
Yeah.
And two, another thing is this: getting Saudi Arabia to that particular level is going to be a whole lot of work. The Asian region, there's no too much competition there. Normally, without even Mancini, they usually do well in that particular region. What they really need to do is to do well outside playing in Asia, and that's what really matters. So I mean, losing 3-1 to Costa Rica does not really, you can't be judging him over that. He has signed about 2 years contract for that particular role, so he has about 2 years to be able to rectify that. I think he would do a good job. However, my concern is this: since the Saudi, I spoke about this earlier. Yeah. Since the Saudis have decided to pack their league with over 6 players, how does the local talent improve? Because
that's something else to look into.
If you check the top leagues, how many Saudi players play outside Saudi Arabia? And even that league, you are now suffocating them with these top class stars. How do you grow them? That is the challenge I see Mancini facing. I hope there's a way that the FA can come in and step in to be able to stop this, because I mean, I would have expected that at least they should make a law that at least no minimum than 4 or 5 Saudi players should be on the pitch with other players. Not that you have 6, 7, 8 players.
Now you sound like they're trying to invest in the country, but not on their players, and will definitely affect the team.
Yes, it's going to affect the team. See, the thing is this: yes, they want to get to the level of the EPL, and that's easy. They are pumping money. However, at the back of their mind, they should not forget, because of that development, let go of their own talent development, because it will be a disaster for you to be spending that huge amount of money and your own talent is not being developed. The EPL that everybody rave about, yes, there's a lot of influx of stars. However, if you look at the EPL, majority of those that make the English national team come from the EPL. Do you understand? It shows that they still put some kind of premium on their own homegrown talent. You understand? For them to be able to make to the national team. So Saudi should be able to do that too.
Okay, so let's talk about African qualifiers. You don't talk about the European scene without talking about the African Cup of Nations qualifying games ongoing. Mali ended their campaign in style after blazing to a 4-0 win against South Sudan, with Kamori Dumbia netting a brace. Burkina Faso lead Group E by 1 point after being held to a goalless draw by Eswatini in their final match of the qualifying series. And also Egypt, Mo Salah's country, clinched Group D after edging out Ethiopia 1-0 on the back of Motsafa Fati goal in the 37th minute. Why are we not scoring a lot of goals in our qualifying games? But let's leave that.
I don't understand.
How
can Eswatini do
Burkina Faso?
Burkina Faso.
I don't know.
I watched the game between Egypt and what was the name now? Egypt and Ethiopia. And the Egyptians struggled throughout that game. After that goal, they were just struggling. Even the Ethiopians, if they were a bit calmer in front of goal, and if they were clinical in front of goal, they probably would have gotten away in that match with a draw. To be honest with you, I think there's something going on in these qualifiers. I think the small countries in Africa that they're beginning to rise up.
Okay,
I won't be surprised if South Tomé give us a headache tomorrow.
I want to talk about that game now. Let me ask you this question, Mayowa. Gift Orban for me, call up sounds like a testimony. Boniface, I'm a fan of Boniface. He won the German Rookie Award, goal scorer in hat-trick a brace on 2 consecutive times. He is a player who is still young and a prolific international guy who I see being the next big thing. Now, let's talk about the comparison. Maybe not comparison, better word, but maybe a competition. And now I want to hear firing on all cylinder in the Premier League. We've seen him. Gift Orban playing well in the Pro League. Talk about the Belgian side. Now, who else is there? Boniface. These 3 guys, we know Victor Osimhen number 1 anytime. But do you see these 3 guys posing threat to Osimhen anytime in the future for the Super Eagles?
Well, I think Osimhen has it now. But my question is,
why do you always say? Why, not just you. People say he has it. Is this right? Can't he be?
No. It's not his right. So I'm always in support of competition.
Right.
So that Osimhen does not become lackluster.
Exactly.
I mean, if there's no competition, it will be lackluster. But my question is why did we retain our coach?
Okay.
Why did we retain our coach?
You took a pay cut. You gave him an ultimatum.
No, I don't understand. Why did we retain the coach?
Ultimatum said, okay.
Why did we retain the coach? To be honest, that's not the coach that will take us to the next level. To be honest with you.
Pesero.
Yeah, Pesero will not do it for us. And I've said it over and over again. If you are looking to compete with the best, we need to start hiring the best for us to be able to get the best from our players. To be honest with you, I think Babayaro will just rely on the talent of the players. I don't think he has much input. See, I'm not rubbishing what he has achieved.
Yeah.
He is a good coach in his own right.
Okay.
But I don't think he's the best for Nigeria, because I don't think he will be able to harness the potential that our team has. A whole lot of time I watch our team play, and it's more of what, it's more of just the players going out there and not wanting to disgrace themselves.
Yeah.
You understand? Not as if the coach has any major input in terms of tactics, in terms of play, in terms of strategy. I don't think so. He's just there as the manager, just for being the manager's sake. He doesn't have so much input.
If you're to go on
honest.
that game tomorrow, Sao Tomé and Principe, we are home. The last time was, the result was not great for them, 9-0. So if you're to say in that very game, because this one says, let me get that headline. I think that's from the skipper of the Sao Tomé guy. Okay, one says, my mission in Super Eagles from Gift Urban, that we are here to humiliate Super Eagles. Sao Tomé captain boasts. They
can do it when, see, the thing is, Estiwani and Burkina Faso. To be honest with you, I know our listeners, a whole lot of them would have decided to stake on that match.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of them will be tearing their ticket.
Burkina Faso. Yeah, true.
Burkina Faso.
That's 2013 finalists.
Burkina Faso, Nigeria. Estiwani. On a normal ground, even with closing your eyes, with the kind of quality Burkina Faso has, they should be dispatching Estiwani 4-5-6-0, and they went to play in Burkina Faso. And they came out with a draw. So we can't write off Sao Tomé and Principe. This is not the first time people will come to Nigeria and break our hearts. I remember the last World Cup that we didn't qualify for.
Yeah, Thomas Partey.
Ghana was here to do it. The last one that we didn't go, the one that Angola went, I think 2010 World Cup, 2010 or 26 World Cup.
Yeah.
They came here to get that draw. So we can't write off Sao Tomé and Principe. To be honest with you, we have seen it over and over again. And another thing, our coach, I don't think he's the coach for us. I keep saying it.
This one you're now saying is scary, because Nduka Ogbade, him, legendary, has come to say we can win the Nations Cup in Ivory Coast.
I don't think so.
You don't think so because it's Pesero?
I don't think so. I don't think so because of the kind of coach we have.
Not the players now.
Not the players.
Do we have the players?
We have the players to do the job, but I don't think we have. No. The thing is this. See, the thing is this. For you to be able to win the Nations Cup in Ivory Coast, because a whole lot of teams will be coming, and most of the time the games will be won and lost from the bench.
Yeah.
I don't think our coach has the tactical capability to be able to outplay his opponent.
Okay, I got this one for you.
The thing is this, we'll probably get out from the group. We'll probably get out from the group. At least we'll be able to get 6 points and get out from the group. But going further than that is where the problem is.
Okay. Have we really qualified? Tomorrow's game is not a do or die, so we expect Pesero maybe to get a different squad to play against Sao Tomé. I feel like even our second 11 is cool enough to win them, but you're not cool with the man. Now King David on YouTube says, good day everyone, please, are they going to televise the game? Well, that's for you.
Sure, they're going to televise it.
Okay, it's going to be televised.
Just catch it on cable.
Catch it up. I was just kidding you. That game should be televised. Right, Nigeria, now come on, we're not away. This is Uyo here. Let's talk about this one now. Some headlines that says on the AFCON, I'm ready to prove my worth against Sao Tomé and Principe. This one is from Toru Nariga. His father was an ex-international, and he's getting the start. He's getting a call up now. So quickly, Messi will play at 2026 World Cup from Tapia. Nduka Ogbade says we can leave the AFCON. Ronaldo, not Messi, the GOAT from Davido. Let's talk about that. Do you have your greatest? Manuel, let me ask you now. Before we start opening the lines, I'm trying to be conscious of the time. Do you have your greatest of all time, you personally? Do you have?
I've said it over and over again. Both of them are the greatest.
You're now sounding like Davido.
No, I've said it over and over again.
So you must give one person. We can't be the best in class together. One person must be.
The thing is this: if you want to give it to somebody, you will sure give it to Messi. And the only reason is this: Messi has a World Cup, Ronaldo does not. However, whether there is a World Cup or not, those guys, they are very amazing. And I've said it over and over. I'm a huge fan of the both of them. Messi and Ronaldo, I'm a huge fan. There's no point, trying to pick one over the other. Even the guys are even tired of the comparison. The guys are good. However, if you give anybody the edge because of the World Cup that Ronaldo doesn't have, you probably say maybe Messi's ahead of him, and that's just it.
So Luis Van Gaal talked about this in the course of the weekdays. He said the World Cup was rigged for Messi to win it. He said he think his major point was he was making emphasis on the players, Enzo, McAllister, all of these guys, what's the other guy named Alvarez and Lautaro, the rest of that, they said the officiating, they were lenient. I mean, they were just so cool, quiet with them, that when we see fouls, I mean, the way that the officiate the game against an Argentine team feels like it was a special one. Do you think so? Van Haf come to say to the media that he said he doesn't want to talk much, but he already said a lot.
Yeah. Shout out to all the old people there. I have a grandparent and I have a grandmom. However, he's beginning to throw tantrums like an old man. He should go and sit down.
You think so?
He should go and rest.
And Virgil van Dijk came out to say,
he should go and rest.
But do you think Van Dijk should have said anything about that? He said that's his opinion.
Yeah, that's his opinion.
Do you think Van Dijk should have? I mean, that's a high one. It was just currently a stock. Everybody was looking into this. Do you think Van Dijk, who is the leader, should come up and must he say something?
Yeah, he should say something now.
Oh, he should say something.
Yeah, I mean, why would Van Dijk come out and rubbish the performance of Argentina? I mean, France had the opportunity to win that game. The last kick that Kolo Muani lost, that chance that he misplaced, if that had gone inside the net, will Messi win the World Cup? I mean, see, the thing is, we should leave sentiment aside. Argentina performed excellently well. They lost to Saudi Arabia. Was that match rigged also? That's it now. Was that match rigged also?
Okay.
All the PK, all the penalty that was given to Argentina, was it rigged?
Okay, so let me now ask you this question. I'm going to talk about some guys who have said something. Who should emerge as the Ballon d'Or winner for the male category? We already have 30 men shortlisted. Before we talk into that, let's go on Ronaldo. For the first time in 20 years, 2 decades, Ronaldo was not listed in the Ballon d'Or. Do you see it because of the Saudi move away? Do you think that was the reason why he wasn't noticed on this? Because somehow it doesn't really look. I looked at the players, I looked at Ronaldo's achievement and what he's played. I don't know.
No, the thing is Messi is only on that list because of the World Cup win.
Okay.
Yeah, PSG wise, PSG did not do well. I mean, they're expected to win the league, obviously. So I mean, PSG did not do well as overall in that particular year. But because of the World Cup win,
so it's okay. You mean it's not about Ronaldo leaving Europe?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If Ronaldo had gotten to the final of the World Cup and probably maybe won the World Cup, it will probably be on that list. And if you look at the influence of Messi in that particular Argentine team to win the World Cup, I mean, it's crazy. And to be honest with you, a lot of people will say it's 2022, but let me tell you, most people that will vote in that for the winner of that particular team, they will begin to look at Messi's involvement in Inter Miami. They might not come out and say it,
but we don't. But I would be so upset if that's going to be looked into. But I know what you're saying. See, the impact they will not, within a short period of time.
They will not come out and say it.
Yeah, I know.
Most people that will vote for the winner will not come out and say it. They will just keep their mouth shut. But to be honest with you, a whole lot of them will be looking at his performance.
Okay, so Maya, let's get it now. Right now. In the Ballon d'Or, 30 of them, who do you think should get this and why?
Top 3.
I don't want top 3. Just tell me your Ballon d'Or winner if you want to say personally for you.
Personally for me, I think, to be honest, apart from the World Cup will always have a role in this particular thing.
I'm going to bring something to you now. Go ahead.
World Cup will always have a role in this particular competition,
right?
For this particular award. Remove the World Cup, I think an Erling Haaland has a shouting chance of winning. To be honest, Erling Haaland has a shouting chance of winning. Remove the World Cup and compare the performance of Erling Haaland and Messi.
How do we remove the World Cup?
That's what I'm saying. World Cup is always. I mean, that's the highest. That's the pinnacle of football competition in the world. So I'm saying, apart from the World Cup performance of Messi, that year was not a good year for Messi.
Let me get your top 3. Now I want to get. Let me get your top 3.
Top 3, Haaland, definitely.
Okay.
There will be a Messi in there.
Right.
Then the third one, probably maybe an Mbappe.
And Mbappe, you are the only first person in a long time. I think one guy called on the show and said Mbappe has been limited on this. And he said Mbappe literally carried the France national side. We saw the French team. He did at the World Cup. And we saw how he was. He played so well, fantastically good. Now, Erling Haaland or Messi for the Ballon d'Or 2023 winner, who would win for you? When this question was asked to Antoine Griezmann, this is what he said. He said, me, I should win it.
I don't understand how.
Let me tell you now. He said, you forgot that I am nominated too. If not me, then Messi or Mbappe. Haaland had a great season, but it's a World Cup year,
World Cup was over. So for that, I think Messi might take it. Because of the World Cup, Messi might take it. And I mean,
so Haaland might be unfortunate.
And to be honest, see, the thing is this: Haaland 2-3 years down the line, he's sure going to win the Ballon d'Or. There is no Ballon d'Or is in the future of.
I don't like it when they say wait for your time. If I'm getting it now, give it to me now.
The thing is, you have
but
to.
I understand what you're saying.
You have to wait for your time. See, this life not turn by turn.
No, it's turn by turn, but not when I'm making impact in a single season or in a year.
Did he win with the World Cup?
He didn't win because of World Cup, yeah, like you said.
Did Norway do anything in the World Cup? They didn't
come to the World Cup.
So I mean
so the World Cup is the yardstick.
He's always playing.
So the treble and the rest of everything he won.
See, the treble and everything came this year.
Yeah, so he's going to fade out
in 2023. Do you understand?
Yeah.
World Cup was in 2022. So I mean that takes precedence, to be honest.
That's for Mayowa. Every opinion counts, trust me. Quickly, let's go on this. Jump on this quickly. There's no time. Now, Sergio Ramos, Angel Di Maria, Santi Cazorla, these guys have gone back home from where they came from. You know, Angel Di Maria back to the Benfica. This club made them. Ramos back to Sevilla after 18 years, and he was crying like a baby when he met his old friend again. You know, what's his name again? Jesus Navas. Now, can we have? I like to replicate stuff back home. Can we? wait. I'm not trying to pull you down.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You know, and I'm directing this to you because you played in our local league for a while.
Yeah.
How many times while you were playing for Kwara United did you travel for an away game using the plane? How many times?
It's countable. Just a few times.
How many times? Let's be sincere. How many?
No, I might not recall how many times, but it's countable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now bring that to the current security challenge that we have, and we have players traveling on the road to go and honor away games.
Yeah.
Remember these guys? They have small pounds in their pocket.
Yeah, true.
And they will be targeted for
I know.
You understand? So how many of them want to come back and play for Nigeria? That's your answer.
Okay, that's just what it is. Sounds very, very deep. So Central African Republic coach, his name is Raul Savoy, to the Black Stars. He said they will be worse than they did in last World Cup, last Nations Cup.
Why? What's the concern now?
Maybe
I don't understand. Wait, you are coaching
Central Republic.
You are coaching car. You are putting mouth in Ghana matter.
Okay, let's go away from that. Neymar said Saudi Pro League might be better than League One. True or false for you?
I think with the assemblies of star, I think that person might not be far away from the truth. I mean, if you look at the quality of what is in League One and what is in Saudi Pro League, I think Saudi Pro League is way better than League One at the moment.
Okay, so now Graham Potter's turning down a Leon job.
Yes, now you should.
Wait. You should do what? I don't understand. Is Graham Potter big enough to turn down a job away from England? Is he that he does not want to leave the shores of England as a British man that he is?
No.
Why?
I think the thing is this: beyond the job, Graham Potter is a good coach.
Yeah, true.
However, what happened to him in Chelsea would affect his confidence badly.
So,
do you understand? Will affect his confidence badly. To be honest with you, I won't be surprised if Graham Potter is visiting a psychologist.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, that might be the reason why he's not taking the job at this point. The moment.
Yeah.
Because when something happens to your confidence, you begin to doubt yourself, and you begin to doubt yourself, you will not give your best on that particular job. So probably maybe he's taking his time away to probably try and get his confidence back for him to be able to go back and become better. Because if he goes to Lyon and fail again, then begins to go down the pecking order of top managers. Do you understand? Yeah. So I think he should take his time before jumping back into management.
Okay. So I want to ask you this one now. Ronaldo Messi's era, is it gone?
Well, after this Ballon d'Or, I think it's done. And
okay,
done.
so
there's a World Cup coming in 2026.
And now
if by magic Argentina gets to the final and win again,
wait, do you think they can win it again? Is the question.
Why not?
Do they have what it takes?
Yeah,
Messi is going to be quite old by then.
Messi will be 39.
Yeah.
By then,
he's going to play like just a leader in the team.
It doesn't really matter. Do you see how he plays for Inter Miami now?
His influence is going to be great.
Do you see how he plays for Inter Miami now?
Yeah, he doesn't struggle for the ball. It comes to him.
He's the assist king of Inter Miami.
Yeah, true.
You know, he literally just
Inter Miami. Look at the league now.
No, you can't say look at the league. I mean, these are grown.
I've watched that league. I watched this. I've been watching this league for many years. See, let's leave that. So let me ask you now quickly. Now, who's the manager of the month for you? Who should win it for you? Who gets your vote? I'll talk about Ange Postecoglou and why Jurgen Klopp, Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola, and David Moyes, if to say.
Interesting. Postecoglou
for August
and Jurgen Klopp. I think I'll give it.
If you want to give,
I think I'll give it to Jurgen Klopp.
Why? Jurgen Klopp?
Yeah, I think I'll give it to
Liverpool. Why?
Yeah, I'll give it to Jurgen Klopp. Look at how many games Liverpool were able to turn around and win.
Oh, okay.
Look at how many games they were in the losing position with red card and they ended up winning that particular game. It shows the kind of quality that the coach has and the kind of quality that Klopp has assembled. So for me, I think I will give it to Klopp.
So player of the month in the Premier League for you: August Awoniyi, Gerald Bowen, Madison, Mbeumo, Mitoma, Rodri.
Interesting. I'm torn between what's his name now? I'm torn between Bowen,
Gerald Bowen,
and
Taiwo Awoniyi.
No,
Madison.
Madison. I'm talking between Bowen and Madison for me. So I think I want to go with Jared Bowen. I think he has proven to be one of the top class. I mean, his involvement in the last month has shown the kind of quality he possesses. I think I will give it to Bowen.
Okay. Okay, so we're talking about it. The line should be open now. You need to know before the match against Chile, Uruguay honored former captain Diego Godin, who retired from football this summer. And it's on this day we could say happy birthday to Luka Modric, who turns 38 today. 5-time Champions League winner, 5 times Club World Cup winner, 4 times UEFA Super Cup winner. Talking about 3 times La Liga winner, 2-time Copa del Rey winner, Ballon d'Or winner 2018. The best 2018, UEFA Porty 2017 and 2018. His name is Luka Modric. Happy birthday, Luka Modric. I love to celebrate this kind of personalities. They've brought so much joy to the game. Kane Chukwuemeka is set for another month on the sideline after damage in his knee. Bad news for Chelsea. Please, let's talk about it. It's the West Ham. A West Ham fan. Like, let me say so you understand. A West Ham fan flew from UK to Ghana just to watch their new signing Mohamed Kudus play. What a dedication. And guess what? Ghana won the game with down minute and Mohamed Kudus scored. But I don't know, he's big. I mean, this is a foreigner. All the way, I mean, he should be a British guy. He traveled all the way from UK down to Africa just to watch Mohamed Kudus play. And isn't this a dedication for you? And
this is the same person that they'll be begging people to go and watch in the stadium.
Okay, so let's get on this one now. All 30,000 tickets for the match are therefore to be issued free to all spectators to access the stadium for the match. No one should buy a ticket for the match. If you are unable to get a ticket before the match day, you are advised to come to the stadium before 4 p.m. and be issued a free ticket at the gate. The governor of Akwa Ibom has purchased the ticket to make it available for free to all citizens. Great one.
Yes, great one. I hope election is not near though. but in any case, I mean, see, the thing is this: most of the time, is always not nice for the national team to be playing, and you see some section of the stadium, empty. So I think getting the stadium filled up with Nigerian fans, gives the atmosphere that we need for an international match, and kudos to the governor for doing that.
So it takes me back now to talk about the game. The second time they started training on Wednesday. The next day was Thursday. It was a closed door. The fans, there was no fans. The media and I think some personalities. Jose Pesero made instruction to his board: don't let the fans in. Was he okay?
No, I mean, probably.
I know. We can't tell him what to do. It's his job, right?
The thing is, probably maybe you have seen that fans will probably distract them. And to be honest with you, like I've said, I don't have confidence in the man. So I mean, if he goes against that Tomé and Principe and he loses that match because of distraction from fans, everybody will come for him, not the player.
Okay.
So if he wants to do that and win the game, fine.
7-8 goals. Neymar passes Pele to become Brazil all-time leading men's goal scorer. Spanish youngest ever senior player. Spain youngest ever scorer. Lamine Yamal. Cristiano Ronaldo to miss the next Portugal game due to accumulative too much yellow cards. Now Scott McTominay as a striker. Some say he would be very good. Now let's talk about the Euro 2024 qualifiers. Top scorers Rasmus Højlund for the Dane side, 6 goals. Romelu Lukaku, 6 goals for Belgium. Scott McTominay, 6 goals as well, just for their side. I'm talking about Scotland. Cristiano Ronaldo, 5 goals for Portugal. Now Anthony speaks out after the accusation of assault on his girlfriend. I wanted to go and told her that I had obligation and had to go, so she took plates and cups and threw them on the ground. And I grabbed her in order to calm her down, and I didn't hurt her. Let me say it again. Anthony said this on the accusation of the assault that had been laid on him. He said, I wanted to go and I told her that I had obligation and had to go. So she took plates and cups and threw them on the ground. And I grabbed her in order to calm her down, and I didn't hurt her. This is from Anthony.
But hold on. Let's break it down. Hold on.
When you want to do the code,
no, hold on.
Okay,
no,
I'm holding on.
Let's break it down.
All right.
So you are a lady, and I told you I'm going out, and the next thing you went to do is to break the plate, and
maybe she's tempered now.
You and I know that Anthony is lying.
I know Anthony has a temper.
There's no truth in that. There's no way you tell me I'm going out and I know exactly where you are going, and I decide to go and start throwing the plate. Or God wants to go and see somebody else.
Okay, now 2020. Ansu Fati becomes Spanish youngest ever scorer, 17 years and 31 days. 2022, Fati's record broken by Gavi, 17 years and 304 days. Not long, 2023, Gavi's record broken by Lamine Yamal, 16 years and 57 days. What is going on? Made in La Masia, Barcelona Academy, guys, making impact, breaking records from year to year.
I mean, there's a Lionel Messi who has outlived almost everyone.
Yeah.
The same man played with our own Taiwo.
Oh my goodness.
Is it true that why is Taiwo?
And John Mikel will be as well.
Well, John Mikel will be tried before he retired. How many of those guys that played in that 2005 tournament are still playing for Nigeria?
Okay.
And there's a particular Messi talking who is about to win another
All
Ballon
right,
d'Or.
with 4 goals, 2 assists, Victor Boniface wins Bundesliga Rookie of the Month. At 16 years and 57 days, Lamine Yamal is now officially the youngest ever player for Spanish national team, and also the youngest to score. The future is here and all in his debut. Now, Carlo Ancelotti officially is the La Liga coach of the month of August. Jota is not expected to be registered to compete in the Saudi Pro League for Al Ittihad. The Saudi club have already registered Karim Benzema, N'Golo Kante, Romarinho, Abdulrazak Hamid Allah, Rohi Ronaldo, Felipe Luis, Fabinho, so they no longer have a place for him on the list of non-EU players. He is in a very complicated season. Captain Ban hat-trick. Talk about Morata. They were done as well. Ipswich Town have completed the signing of Axel Tuzenbe from Man United. Felipe Coutinho signs for Al Dohel on a season-long loan from Aston Villa. Sporting Lagos have announced Shola Adegun as the coach of the academy. Coach Shola, who will replace Coach Sanjo Olutayo, joins them from Plateau United. Plateau-based Maze Palace Football Academy. That's quite some accusation, brilliant coach, I must say. Konstas Tsimikas is set to sign a new contract extension at Liverpool until June 2027. Ballon d'Or, most time Oscars, all-time winners: Messi 7-time Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo 5-time Ballon d'Or, 3-time Ballon d'Or for Ryan Cruyff, Marco van Basten 3-time Ballon d'Or, and also Michel Platini 3-time Ballon d'Or. Would Messi ever be the highest? Who can get close? Well,
I mean, Messi era is coming to an end, so we don't know what Mbappe and Haaland will do. But that Haaland boy.
Okay, so lastly, before the lines will be open, talk about 65 free kick. Messi has met up now with, he has just matched with David Beckham. Messi 65 free kick goals, David Beckham 65 free kick goals. So the number 1 in the world of free kick scoring goal, Janio Pernambucano, legendary of Leon, Brazil international. Pele 70. Pele is a player.
Yes, no.
Pele is a player. 70 free kick, 70 goals. Goodness me.
Messi should beat that.
Messi should, right?
Yeah, Messi should beat that. I mean,
I'm scared for Janio Pernambucano.
It's just
77.
It's just 5 goals away. We'll probably beat that. And Messi still has about 15, 16 more free kicks to go.
Okay. So Messi, Ronaldinho 66, just one. Messi surpasses him. And as a man who also has 66, his name is Lecto Getagli. I mean, this at this point, let's open the lines. Let's get a talk right. 0700 9039 039 03 0700 9039 039 Very soon the show will be off. Now the question is, what do you make about the Rubiales case? That case, and please, if you have your own take on this, Jenny him also on Rubiales issue, what do you make about it? Now, Anthony, you heard me read about Anthony. Do you think Anthony lied, or Anthony's lying about the Ingrid Lana's talk? Now, Virgil van Dijk, who is now fined by the FA. What's your take on that? McTominay, why is he playing well away from home and not playing so well at Man United? Is it that the manager is not looking his way, or the reverse is the case. Talk about Jose Peseiro. Do you think Jose Peseiro is the man to take us there in Ivory Coast? Mayowa is really saying it's a no-go area. Peseiro is not the right man to take us there, regardless, even if he takes us there. Another one I'm asking you now, Victor Osimhen, do you see him facing competition to Victor Boniface, Gift Orban, and also Taiwo Awoniyi in the nearest future? You also listening to me. Who is your greatest of all time? Do you have a greatest of all time, and why? Who wins the Ballon d'Or for you? Messi, Haaland, Kim Min-jae is even there. Osimhen is there. Let's get to know that. And also Ronaldo not being involved in the Ballon d'Or for the first time in 20 years. You've shared the stage with Messi 15 years. And some people say this is an insult. Do you think so? Manager of the month, I made you understand. Player of the month, I made you understand. Who would it be for you? And also Akwa Ibom government, 30,000 tickets free. Is it okay? Welcome development. And also we are predicting that very much game coming tomorrow. Nigeria against Sao Tomé and Principe. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. But if you want to call us on WhatsApp, that will also be cool. 0700 903 9039 0700 903 9039. Mayowa, before I start getting calls, let me get your own score. Sao Tomé and Principe Super Eagles. That game, who wins?
3-0 Nigeria.
Wait, you're not. Wait. Is this an insult? You're not even thinking about it.
3-0 Victor Osimhen, Brace, and Gift Orban. Another one.
Okay, sounds like a correct score. Hello, who's home?
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah.
This is Nanso.
Good afternoon, Nonso. How are you today, Nonso?
I'm okay. And you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much.
My greatest of all time, I will give Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho. Oh, okay.
Ronaldinho,
Yeah.
that's strange.
Ronaldinho
likes
is a
him.
footballer.
Yeah.
He's balanced. He scores goals. He gives assists.
Mm.
And he's confident in holding ball.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll give it to him.
Are you a Barcelona fan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's your location, Nonso?
It's from Sule.
Surulere. I appreciate you. Okay. Thank you so much, Nonso, for joining the show. All right. Keep listening as well. Why are you surprised? You said Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho.
I mean, the reason I'm surprised is
Is
this.
it achievement-wise?
No, it's not that. It's been a very long time. Anybody calls anybody outside those two, Ronaldo and Messi. So that's why.
All right, welcome to the show.
CBK.
Yeah, how are you?
This is Miracle from the Koto.
Oh, Miracle, you're welcome. Good
How are you
afternoon.
there now?
Yeah, I want to ask, Gift Orban, was he invited?
Yeah, Gift Orban is in the team. Yes, first call up.
So he's going to play for Nigeria now?
Yeah, he's gonna play for Nigeria.
Wow. I never knew. I missed the news, I swear.
You like Gift Orban?
Yes. Very, very, very tough striker. I thought he was going to play for, was it Togo or Benin?
No. He has always been waiting for our call up. Gift Orban is amazing, a wonderful striker. He plays from the wing. He can play as a center forward. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Miracle. All right. I appreciate you. Okay. Quickly, before I leave the show, I'm going to try to see if I can bring that message from Gift Orban. He said, "This is what I want for myself." Mayowa, Gift Orban, it took time for Peseiro looked his way.
Yes.
I feel like people play the role in Gift Orban call.
Yeah, I mean.
People keep on talking about bring this guy, and Peseiro wasn't looking his way.
Well, you understand why I'm always saying the man is not the man for us.
Hello, welcome to the show. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Oscar calling from Ajawa State.
Oscar from Ajawa, you're welcome. Oscar, how are you today?
I'm fine.
All right.
And you?
Very well. I'm okay. Very okay. Talk to me, Oscar.
I want to talk about Ronaldo. I want to talk about the Ballon d'Or winner.
Okay, go ahead.
I think Haaland deserves the Ballon d'Or winner.
Why?
If you want to judge, like apart from the World Cup, Haaland deserves it.
But World Cup is a criteria too now. You can't remove the World Cup. World Cup is a criteria too.
Even though the World Cup wants to be included, I think Mbappe needs to go for it.
Okay.
Okay, because Mbappe needs his team to the final.
Mm-hmm.
True. That's very true.
And he won the League One Cup.
Well, Messi did that too. Messi won the League One Cup too. They were in the same team, remember?
Okay, go ahead. As for Haaland, yeah.
As for Haaland won the FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League. He won the treble.
He won the Super Cup. He's about winning the FIFA World Club Cup.
And again, he's the highest goal scorer in Premier League.
Yeah.
And I think he deserves it.
Okay, I'll take that from you, Oscar. I appreciate you, okay?
Oscar, are you predicting the Nigerian match?
Sir?
Are you predicting the Nigerian match, Nigeria-Sao Tomé match?
No, sir.
Thank you so much, Oscar.
Okay.
All right.
Sir.
I appreciate you. Why you try to get him on the edge?
If let's say our callers, they don't send Nigeria match.
Maybe if it was the Man United team, let's predict Man United. Nigeria tomorrow against Sao Tome and Principe, Mayawasi. Do you know Rivers United can win them? I'm not lying to you.
Well, why not?
Mayowa, do you know Sporting Lagos? I'm telling you what I know. I'm calling.
I mean, we watched the Super 6 and Super 8 in Nigeria here, and those guys gave a good account of themselves. I mean, if those guys should be able to dispatch. Do you
think Pesero should come out with his best? Or you should give those ones that have not been here before?
No, he should come out with his best.
Okay.
Coach, we don't know.
Okay, welcome to the show. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. How are you today?
Mr. Mayowa, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Kolawole is on the line from Yana School.
Kolawole, you're welcome.
I want to ask a question. If someone gets a red card, I think he's supposed to miss a 3 straight match.
Yeah, if it was a straight red card.
Yes.
I don't understand this about Van Dijk.
Okay, Virgil van Dijk.
Yes. How many matches is going to miss now?
You know what? Let me explain to you, right? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Sometimes if a player has shown a red card, a straight red card in a game, right? And we know the ban is long. But if they go check it after the game, sometimes you can appeal it. And when you appeal, they can actually shorten it to 2. Sometimes you come back the next day. That's what happened to McAllister. Okay? But when they see that it's just so big, like he committed nuisance, not just about the card, he also said abusive words, insults to the FA. So that's why it's getting too long like that. It's not as if do you get my point?
I get. So it's going to make too much now.
Yes. And fine as well, 100. The money is big, go.
It's not big. How much big?
It might not be big, but it's big. It's going to spend.
True.
That's someone's weekly salary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for explanation. Now, concerning that Spanish man, Luis Rubiales.
Rubiales, yeah.
I don't support that man at all. What he did is very bad. I don't know how you say you are celebrating go kiss another someone's wife. What kind of celebration is that?
I wonder.
If we are talking about hugging now, that one is acceptable. If it is a hugging but go kiss someone's wife, no. I don't support that. I think they're supposed to punish him more than that one that they give on him. So you are doing a good job, my dear brother. God bless you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kolawole from Yano School. Did you hear him?
Yeah,
what if he kissed all the ladies?
I don't understand.
I'm just saying.
22 women.
You know something? This one can actually be talked about because why was it Jenny Hermoso? The question.
Maybe
why was she the only
don't they hide the guy before?
Okay, a crush, right? Hello, welcome to the show. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, KCK, Mr. Wayawa.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How are you?
Good afternoon. My name is Medic from Ogun State.
Okay, Medic, you're welcome. Talk to us.
Yeah, you see this boundary is coming up like this.
Yeah.
The boundary is carrying a lot of harsh cloud.
Okay.
Some people will say it's Messi, some people will say it's Haaland, Mbappe. They have to be sincere. Understand? So you cannot use single cup, which is 4 years. Let me say every 4 years they will be playing the World Cup. So compared to all the matches you are playing every season. Understand?
Yeah.
So if they want to include the World Cup for Messi to win it, they should go behind and look for that guy called Juan Alvarez. He missed only 1 match at the starting World Cup.
Yeah.
Understand?
And he won everything.
And they say, and the guy win tremble at that World Cup also. Sure, the guy be the talk of the team aside of Messi because he won World Cup also and the tremble also. okay, they might be saying that the guy did not play enough time, but each time he played the match, he performed well.
True, that's true.
His impact is high.
That's true.
They should be putting much interest concerning Mbappe and Alvarez. Let's forget about Messi. If they give Messi this Ballon d'Or, it will not be motivating the young players. Understand? But if they give the Ballon d'Or to young players, it will be motivating them much for them to put in their interest in football rather instead of money. Understand?
Yeah.
That's what I have to say in this Ballon d'Or. But coming to this Rubiales or Rubias, that is still, they can still under this, they can see Taisha. But I have nothing to say. But what he did is totally bad. But I don't know. I thought they said have kissing become a burden in that whitish country.
No consent. There was no consent. That's the key. Consent. No consent.
For this black country, for this black African country, kissing is not good like that. Kissing, you don't know what the person. That is good for this black country, especially this our Nigerian country.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Medic. Thank you so much.
Tomé and Nigeria will beat Tomé 6-1.
6-1. Wow, that's interesting. 6-1. If that happens, you get something from me.
Okay, all right.
Medic 6-1. Thank you so much. Okay. It is on the snow that we have to be signing out of the show. 6-1, South to me. We are not going to no clean shit, right? Okay. I don't know who's going to be man on the polls, but Pesero, I wish you the very much best, if not for any reason, for the fact that I am a strong Nigerian national fan, and I will always support Nigeria any time, any day. One thing I need to know, or one thing I can say about that game, we win.
Sure.
What's the scoreline? That's history for the end of the day. We have to go now. Maya, let's get you quickly on the sign out.
Well, for me, it's another weekend for Amaka to disappoint. I hope Nigeria will not be Amaka. Or however, on the final note, please, everybody listening out there, consent is key. Nodding off head and not verbalizing it is not consent. Please get the consent so that I don't get into trouble. Good afternoon, Lagos City.
Thank you so much. So sorry we can't get on more calls on the show. Let's quickly let you know the games to play, the qualifiers, European scene, Azerbaijan, Belgium, Andorra, Belarus, Estonia, Sweden, Ukraine, England, Kosovo, Switzerland, North Macedonia, Italy, Romania, Israel. So 1 is 2 p.m. 555 745 745 745. I'm so sorry the phone line still busy, but we can't get more calls now. Now for the African Cup of Nations qualifying games will play tomorrow, but today Malawi, Guinea 2 p.m. Nigerian time, Mozambique, Benin Republic 2 p.m. as well, DR Congo, Sudan 5 p.m. Ivory Coast, Lesotho 5 p.m. Mauritania, Gabon 5 p.m. Comoros, Zambia 8 p.m. Morocco, Liberia, and that's 8 p.m. Nigerian time. The last game same time, Senegal, Rwanda. Without goal, there is no KZK. And there's nothing wrong in starting small, but there's everything absolutely wrong when you start off for less. All you need to do in Lagos City, you have to keep dreaming big. Work hard to make it a reality. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who was part of the show, who listened, who called, whichever way, via YouTube, in any way, in any means. I really do appreciate you, and I will never stop appreciating you. Never stop being myself, KZK on the mic. But don't forget, this is the best place to be at all time. VOP 90.3 FM. You don't touch the dial. Interesting programs coming your way. My name is KZK. Good afternoon, beautiful Lagos City. Love you once again.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad